Hi guys, I'm starting off with a Canson Montval watercolor paper. This is the 100-pound watercolor paper. I have this set right here from Simon Says, and this is called Always and Forever. It's one of their oldest stamp sets, but it is very pretty. I'm gonna use this flower right here, and I'm gonna stamp it right in this corner. We'll be doing some watercoloring, and I'm gonna use some of my ZIG Clean Color real brush markers. I'll be stamping this with the VersaFine Onyx Black. So I'm just inking it real well. I'm actually gonna put a matte underneath just to be sure that I'll have a good impression, because this flower right here, it's pretty big. I will also create a mask for this flower right here, and I'm gonna stamp this onto a label sheet. I'm not inking it again, just the ink that is still there on my stamp. So I'm gonna quickly cut this out and see you in a bit. So I have my mask down, and I'm gonna do some more stamping. I'll be stamping this cute flower here. Okay, so I think that my stamping is pretty much done. I'm gonna give this a quick set with my heat gun, because the VersaFine, it is a bit juicy. If I get ink onto my paper where I don't want to, I just take a wet cloth and try to remove it. Okay, so for coloring I have 3 ZIG markers, and I'm just gonna scribble the colors onto a piece of paper here so you can see them and have them all the time. When I got this pink, I didn't read that it was fluo, so when I got it I was like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do with this color. But today I'm gonna go bold. My camera doesn't catch this, but this pink right here is really fluo. You can see it here. And I'm starting with the violet. And then I'm blending with this fluo pink here. I'm just going circles. For my other flowers, I will do the same pink. I'm just cleaning a bit to the side. It has a bit of that violet in there. And I'm gonna add some water so you can see both ways of coloring with these markers. can also go in and add more color even if the paper is wet. I'm gonna go with a white gel pen, and this is the Uniball Signal White, and I'm just gonna put in some white in these circles here. Now for my sentiment, I'm gonna do some foiling, and not with laminators, stuff like that. I don't have none of those. I just have some foil that I used to use for decoupage, and this gets applied with a special glue. I have just a bit left right here. Here I have some double-sided adhesive sheets, and I'm gonna use this to stick my gold foil onto, and my sentiment will be a die cut. Find it. I have this Thanks by Simon Says. So I will just cut a strip of this paper here. I'm gonna remove the side of this double-sided adhesive sheet. I still have that release paper on the back on the other side. And I'm gonna put down some of this foil with the pretty side up. I'm just gonna cover it like this. And I'm gonna rub this in with a bone folder. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my die, and I'm gonna cut this out. Actually, I should have removed these first. Just gonna put it right on top. I have this Simon Says Thanks, just the thanks stamp set, and I'll be doing this For Your Kindness. I'm gonna add some sequins, and I have here some clear sequins by Simon Says, and we'll be adhering them down with a Ranger Multimedia Matte. And this is best glue for sequins. I just love it. And now that I still have some of that foil left, I might as well use some of that leftover. And I have this set by Lawn Fawn, and this is called Journal It, I believe. So I'm gonna cut some of these hearts. Now I didn't get a very smooth foiling here, especially with the die cuts, because my plates of my Big Shot are really ruined. So they have a bit of texture. I have some spots here where the adhesive shows, and I'm just gonna go and fill in those areas with my foil. Okay, so this is how it looks. I'm gonna grab a file and remove this hair right here that it's bothering me. Okay, next, what I want to do next, I want to add some glossy accents onto those tiny bits of flour right here. I'm just gonna put some drops on top, and I'm gonna do the same here. Okay, I'm gonna prepare my card base, and I have a white folded card, and I'm just gonna cover all that card with my panel here, so I can put down some adhesive tape. Now off camera I stamped one more time the flower, and I cut out the center, and I did a quick coloring, and I want to have that on top of my center there just to give a bit of dimension. I am not gonna pop it out. I will leave the thickness of the paper to give dimension, and it adds pretty much, even if it is not raised with dimensional foam. It adds just a bit of dimension, because this watercolor paper, it is thicker than regular cardstock, so that's why I didn't use any adhesive there. I'm gonna resist the Wink of Stella application. I'm like in the AAA of Wink of Stella addicts, so there is enough bling and light from the gold foil here, and also from the sequins, and there is a detail from the glossy accents also, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay, so that pretty much finishes my card for today. I hope I gave you some inspiration, and you can try out some strong colors for your cards too. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.